So, for my Cancers, I see a lot of victory, I see success. I feel like I see an end for some of you Cancers. I see an end for the month of December. I see this end that's happening or that is going to happen by the ending of December. This could be being to something that was inevitable. You couldn't stop this ending. It had to happen. You need a change. You need to a change of scenery, a change of just like a change of heart. You need to let go. I know at end of something, the way I see it is the end of something is always an opportunity to start new, to start afresh. So if there's something that's going to end that has already ended in the beginning of December or is going to end, don't fight it. It's something that you need. It needs to happen. It's something that you need, as a person to it's gonna do you good. Don't fight it. I feel like for the message that is coming across is that you have to be firm. I feel like some of you Cancer, it shows you being firm. If you stick to what you know, stick to what you want, don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. I feel like most importantly, you can be successful in your venture to find love. So don't be so quick to to just believe what anybody tells you, because you have the Queen of Swords, and that signifies someone that's hurt, someone that's strong. It's very strong opinion, your strong persona. This could be yours, can signify someone that's around you. But I feel like, that's a message towards you or energy that needs to be brought to you. So I feel like, are if you feel like you were defeated from two people, or people have defeated you, or you didn't win the battle between certain people, or a certain disagreement that you had with somebody, just know that stay firm, I feel like for some of the Cancers, don't give your heart away too quick. It's something that I'm getting. I feel like, you have to be strong and firm. And at the same time, when you say that you want something, know that that's the only thing that you're going to settle. You're not going to settle for anything else but that. I feel like a lot of you Cancers, you guys have the world in your hand, like a platter. Like I see you guys seeking for more adventures, maybe past relationships and past situations didn't bring you happiness. And I feel like once you let go of any negativity that you have, because I feel like some of the Cancers might have certain negativity towards, certain situations, or, you're not seeing the future in a brighter day, because I feel like you feel like, you have this mentality that everybody's the same or everybody's out to get you, but it's really not that case. It's really not like that. So I feel like you have like a lot. You have a lot going for yourself, or you're going to have a lot of stuff going for yourself. So try to look to the future. I mean, even though, the past was rocky, but I see a bright future. I see bright things. And ending that ending that I'm talking about, that was necessary. I feel like some of you Cancers for the month of December might do some traveling, maybe across land or across water. Green, I see like green, like trees and stuff like that. You might do some type of traveling or something, or going out of town, or maybe some of you Cancers want to move away or move to a different place. Like I said, people that are coming out of the relationship, I feel like you only see the negative. I want to point this out, because this is the five of cups. This is having some type of regret, or not seeing things for what it really is, not really looking at the picture for what it really is. So I feel like this right here, you have a bright, you're only looking at what happened, or the sorrow and the pain. You're not really looking at what you have left, what you have behind you. Sometimes when we do mistakes, I feel like we have to forgive ourselves in order for us to move forward. So if there was some type of mistake that you did, or, you know, you've been hurt in the past and you feel like it's your fault, or, you know, overall just some regret towards you, you know, for your own self. I feel like some of you guys might feel being not happy with themselves, disappointed, loss of hope. I feel like you're only seeing the worst, but you're not seeing that the better that it is. So I feel like Five of Swords is like people defeating you, or people around you that you know can be defeating you or can be lying to you, or not honest to you, dishonest to you. So I feel like some of the Cancers, I'm gonna read them this way. Some of you Cancers might have been defeated by two people. You know, some of you guys could have been in a relationship with somebody, and that person, you know, ventured off with somebody else, and you were left to walk away, you know, crying and sad and depressed. And that person that you were dealing with had victory, kind of like, you know. And I feel like, you know, two people have lost, one person has won the battle. So maybe that loss or that battle that was won is going to cause an end of something. So it's a start for a new beginning. It's a start for a new day. I feel like, right here is the Five of Cups, like I was explaining before this. I feel like because of that ending and because of that defeat, you feel like, you know, depressed, you know, lost, disappointed. I just feel like you're grieving, and at the same time, it's like there's not much to grieve about. You have to take the lesson from the situation and learn from it and move forward, and know that, you know, nothing will happen again unless you allow it to. So just know that ending is good for you. It's not exactly bad. I know you might be sad or crying, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Again, like I said, if you feel like you have regrets towards the situation, your actions you could have done, you know, might make you feel regretful, or you didn't really fully appreciate the person or the thing, the place, whatever it is pertaining to you. I mean, you have to forgive yourself. That's the only way to move forward, and that's the only way to move on. I feel like once you realize that you have a lot of stuff going for yourself, you have to start new. See, the Fool is to start anew with innocence. I feel like if you want to move forward, you have to start brand new, like with innocence. You have to let everything go to start brand new. Start like a baby, like you've never been hurt before, like you've never been sad before. You know, adventuring. Give yourself the ability to act like a child, to, you know, not always carry that stress and stuff like that. So be sure to just move forward. Move forward, and don't let things get to you, because it's not worth it. I feel like some of you guys might go to some type of a celebration or something. It's funny because I did like 2 other videos already, and the same card is coming out for the other ones. Well, but it is the holidays, so this is the reason why it might be coming out. You know, people from out of town might be coming to see you. I feel like you're celebrating a celebration of some kind with people you haven't seen before. I also feel like you can be surrounded by somebody that's light, fair skin, light blonde hair, then somebody else that has like a little olive color, brownish hair, then somebody that can be a tad bit tan and dark black hair or dark brown hair. I feel like it's going to bring emotions out. I feel like for the most part, try to enjoy yourself. The end of something is the beginning of something new. Enjoy yourself, especially for the month of December. It's the holidays, and who wants to be sad and depressed during the holidays? I remember when I went through my first breakup. It was the worst because it happened during November, which was I think it was November the 5th. And it was right before Thanksgiving, and I think that had been like the hardest thing for me because the holidays had came and went, and it didn't feel, the same. But, in the long run, for me personally, I wasn't the best person, but I have learned from my past mistakes. And I feel like for the most important thing, if there's anything that you take out of this whole relationship, is learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Forgive yourself. We're not perfect. We are all God's child. Always remember that. I always try to give advice. I read these cards and I tell you what I see, but at the same time, I always want to give you advice and just, guidance is the most important thing. This is the reason why I do these videos. I do them to guide people. I do them to, I do them for friends and families and stuff like that, but I wanted to do this for everybody, not just people that I see on a daily basis or know. In the ending of the deck, it's a 10 of Swords. I feel like some of you guys are carrying most of the burden. That being said, you could have been hurted or defeated by a person, and I feel like you carry all that burden with you, all that stress, which is why I'm telling you that most important thing is try to let it go. There was an end to something, a transformation of a new. So that transformation is going to be, it's going to be a good thing for you. Try to see the bright side in the situation. Don't always look for the negative. I feel like that burden, that stuff that's on your shoulder, all that's going to be weighed off until you let go of the past. Because I just feel like, you were defeated, you were hurt. And right now you're kind of stuck in limbo and you're not really sure what to do or what to move. But hey, I mean, if it takes you to move, to go away, just to clear your mind or to move away because it didn't work out with that person, it's a new start. It's a fresh new start. So, try to be open to it. Try to be open to new experiences. Try to be open to new things. Some of you Cancers, I feel like if you are looking for love, you have the ability, you have suitors, but I feel like everybody that you're involved with or you talk to has this kind of like adventure attitude. I don't feel like anybody really wants to be in a relationship and tied down. I feel like you have that thing too where you feel like, well, hey, let me talk to this person, let me talk to that person. It's nothing serious anyways. So, don't be so quick to push somebody away because they are not necessarily ready to jump in a relationship with you automatically. Because at the same time, I feel like even if you were to get somebody to jump into the relationship, I mean, him or her, you might like Samantha and Emily at the same time. So it's like kind of like, I feel like you have to have that kind of attitude. Don't be such in a rush. For the single Cancers, don't be in a rush to find love because I feel like for anything, there's a lot of you that are like in a rush. Like you just want to know, are you going to be in a relationship? Are you going to fall in love? Or you're very persistent, and that could push a person away because you come off very strong and very aggressive. So try to have an attitude like the fool. Try to just have your head in the clouds and adventure. Just live with life for the moment. Don't be in such a rush to find love and be, don't try not to pressure. Just live life for the moment. You never know. You might find the love of your life just being who you really are, not pressuring, not being needy, just, taking day for day and living life for that moment.